Tell us about why they took him in 3 months ago.
Well, he really didn't have a lot of choices. His mom had died. He wasn't doing well where he was staying. And after about a week, around Thanksgiving, he knew the son because they had met each other here at this high school last year. And they offered him a home. They had a room. He really had no other options, and they brought him in.
Did they see troubling signs of any behavioral problems with him?
No, they saw some depression. Obviously, he'd lost his mom. But they helped him get a job at a Dollar Tree store. They got him going to an adult education so he could try to get his GED. And he seemed to be doing better.
Because he was expelled from this high school. The high school that he went into and brought his, AR-15 style weapon into, he was expelled. So what was that about?
Well, that was over a year ago. And as I understand, there was some disciplinary problems, some fights. He was a smaller kid and some indication that there might have been some bullying going on. But again, he'd been away from the school for over a year and had never shared with them any contempt for the school or anybody here. No anger, just a lot of depression and stuff going on around the loss of his mother.
Did this family know he had a gun?
He had it. He brought it into the residence with the rest of his personal possessions. It was locked in a gun safe. That was their rules. As to how he ended up with the gun on this particular day, we don't know.
Well, it was his gun. That's how he ended up with it. It was his gun.
It was his gun.
He had a key to that lockbox, right?
And yes, it was his lockbox and his gun in his room. And these folks are horrified. They did not see this coming at all from this young man.
Did it worry them that a 19-year-old had an AR-15 while he was depressed?
I really can't speak to that right now. Obviously, people are going to try to find fault from them that they should have seen everything and known everything.
Jim, I'm not trying to cast fault on them. The fault lies with the shooter, okay? But should a depressed 19-year-old young man have an AR-15? I mean, isn't this one of the warning signs?
That's something that Congress and everybody else have been debating for years, what the parameters should be.
Look,
this family did what they thought was right, which was take in a troubled kid and tried to help him. And that doesn't mean that he can't bring his stuff into their house. They had it locked up and believed that was going to be sufficient, that there wasn't going to be a problem. Nobody saw this kind of aggression or motive in this kid that he would ever do anything like this.
yeah.